This worldwide to infinity. You know the roof on fire. We go boogie, oogie, oogie, jiggle, wiggle, and dance like the roof on fire. We go drink drinks and take shots until we fall out like the roof on fire. Now, baby, get my booty naked, take off all your clothes and light the roof on fire. Tell them, baby, 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 I'm on fire. I tell her, baby, 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 I'm a fireball. Chico on fire, he no lie. Well, y'all slipping, he's running the game. Now Big Bang Boogie get that kitty little noogie in a nice little shave. I gave Susie a little pat up on the booty and she turned around and said, walk this way.
I was born in a plane. Mama said that every word was on my name. I'm the best you've ever had. If you think I'm burning out, I never am. I'm on fire.
Fireball.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I don't care what y'all say. Cause as the world turns, y'all boys gon' learn that the Chico right here don't play. That boy's from the bottom on the map, MIA USA. I gave Susie a little pat up on the booty and she turned around and said, walk this way.
I was born in a plane. Mama said that every word was on my name. I'm the best you've ever had. If you think I'm burning out, I never am. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Fireball.
I'm a fireball.
Cause I'm all white, cause I'm Mr. White down here, Urban Fox a million. This would be the remix. Bad Savage Life, Fox a million, man. You already know what it is, Urban. We still riding on chrome. We still pulling up, man. Look, I pull up at the club, VIP, gas tank on E, but all drinks on me. White man out. Fresh kicks, fresh white tall tee, fresh NFL hat, fresh rolls with the grease. White man out. Wanna hit me with the heat, real recognize, real don't speak. White man out. Chicken laden, I've been rolling by the week. You can tell I got cake by the diamonds in my teeth. White man out. Black shades, so you know what rolling. They ain't check me at the door, so ain't no telling what I'm holding. White man out. Bad they gon' bust it wide open. Flashing in the bread, but I'm in, they approaching. White man out. Small, tall figures, y'all crawl. We gon' get money like I'm the dog. White man out. Y'all call, but my all killer, get you itchy, and whoever fall with, cause I'm on white man, 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 cause I'm on white man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday night finals session of the 2025 Calvin Winter Invitational. Tonight's competition will feature the final of the women's 200-yard freestyle relay, the 500-yard freestyle, the 200-yard individual medley, the 50-yard freestyle, and the 400 medley relay. Before we begin tonight's competition, we would like to honor those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy in the United States of America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Active and retired military may render the appropriate salute. The first event of the evening is event number 1, the women's 200-yard freestyle relay. There are 3 heats. This is Heat 1. Swimming in lane 1, the A relay from Lawrence, the relay of Jaya Singh, Ramont, Smart, and Ziegler. Lane 2, the Indiana Wesleyan D relay of Hill, Brown, Goyman, and Miller. Lane 3, the Finley D relay of Zeller, Kleinglass, Cox, and DiCarlo. Lane 4, the Finley C relay of Patterson, Klug, Mariak, and Richard. Lane 5, Calvin D relay, Irway, Pippin, Russell, Hopek. Lane 6, Wesleyan C relay of Denigan, Green, Sparling, and Beal. Lane 7, Finley E relay of Holtzworth, Wagner, Newman, and Rupert. Lane 8, the Finley F relay of Hoffman, Nafsker, Hopkins Thoreau, and McGurney. And the top time of 140.82, the Finley C relay. That relay consisting of Patterson, Klug, Mediak, and Richard. Up next is Heat 2, your B final. Lane 1, the Wesleyan B relay of Field, Bledsoe, Hayward, and Weaver. Lane 2, the Findlay B relay of Yankowski, Marisek, Shardo, and Smith. Lane 3, the Wesleyan A relay of Howitt, Rodinazer, McKay, and Sinsabau. Lane 4, Calvin E relay, Troop Fellner, Deluski, McNeely, and Turner. Lane 5, the Calvin B relay of Vanderweel, Harris, Winkle, and Ganger. Lane 6, the Grand Valley D relay of Delay, Warren, Freese, and Witlaufer. Lane 7, the Northern Michigan D relay of Isidoric, Bonini, Melinova, and Carubas. Lane 8, Calvin C relay, Radowski, Algira, Harrison, and Shutter. And it's going to come down to a nice finish here. The Findlay B relay by a 1/10 of a second there over the Calvin C relay. The Calvin B relay at 1:13.6 behind them in lane 5. And it comes down to a touch. It's the Findlay B relay in lane 2 at 1:37.41. With a 1:37.41. Let's meet our top 8 for the women's 200-yard freestyle relay. Lane 1, the C relay from Grand Valley State University. Lane 2, the B relay from Grand Valley State. Lane 3, the A relay from Calvin University. Lane 4, the A relay from Grand Valley. Lane 5, the A relay from Findlay. Lane 6, the A relay from Northern Michigan University. Lane 7, the B relay from Northern Michigan University. And lane 8, the C relay from Northern Michigan University. Mr. Referee. Swimming on the C relay for Grand Valley in lane 1 is Nixon, Nation, Evans, and McAlpine. In lane 2, the Grand Valley B relay of Bassa, and Gilletta, Frick, and Geiger. Lane 3, the Calvin A relay swimming with Andrews, Merkel, Boswa, and Benjelink. Lane 4, the Grand Valley A relay of Headley, Rotier, Zeinert, and Villamil. Lane 5, the Findlay A relay of Grubbs, Nagel, Schriebelhofer, and Mears Bentley. Lane 6, the Northern Michigan A relay of Berta, Stockinger, Keene, and Arbic. Lane 7, the Northern Michigan B relay of Rose, DeCarlo, Kilgard, and Schneider. Lane 8, the Northern Michigan C relay of Devine, Cassis, Santi, and Millward. Pool record in this event is a 1:31.69 held by Findlay from 2024, 1:31.69. And it's Grand Valley State University in the lead in lane 4 at 1:08.9. Findlay tightening the gap there with a 22.7 on the third lady. And it's coming down to the last 25. Looks like it's going to be Findlay at 1:31.81. Just 2/10 off their own pool record. That relay consisting of Grubbs, Nagel, Schiebelhofer, and Mears Bentley. A 22:43 for Bentley seals the deal for Findlay in lane 5. 1:31.9 for Grand Valley in lane 4. 1:34.4 for Calvin in lane 3. Up next, event number 2, the men's 200-yard freestyle relay. There are 3 heats. This is heat 1. Swimming lane 1, the Lawrence A relay of Stacy, Phillips, Branham, and Phillips. Lane 2, the Finley D relay of Clune, Armstrong, Burston, and Kilpatrick. Lane 3, the Calvin G relay of McKinney, Cromp, Crudelli, and Scotanis. Lane 4, the Wesleyan B relay of Zog, Hively, Barnes, and Lynch. Lane 5, the Calvin F relay of Boonder, Campbell, Seidelman, and Nelson. Lane 6, the Calvin H relay of Reeder, Bublik, Fontana de Moraes, and Heisinger. Lane 7, the Indiana Wesleyan C relay of Brown, LeSure, Rubling, and Moore. Lane 8, the Wesleyan D relay of Sandoval, Salinas, Freese, Hatfield, and Kreider. Calvin F relay on the wall at 1:27.77, anchored there in a 20.45. Evan Nelson. Up next is going to be Heat 2 of the men's 200-yard freestyle relay. Heat 2. Swimming in lane 1, the Calvin E relay of Wichert, Fold, Duguette, and Patel. Lane 2, the Calvin D relay of Benjelink, Rose, Ketro, and Chakri. Lane 3, the Wesleyan A relay of Vonk, Ankeny, Charbonnel, and Beatty. Lane 4, the Calvin B relay of Bales, Gabriel, Ditweiler, and Miller. Lane 5, the Finley B relay of Schlor, Helmut, Sever, and Keener II. Lane 6, the Calvin C relay of Zadrovkov, Thippen, Talby, and Vinsolin. Lane 7, the NMU relay of Metzler, Boomer, Rice, and Masodi. Lane 8, Finley C, Lavoinenko, Lazara, Sant, and Wusty. Finley B relay in the lead there at 102.43. Calvin behind him at 102.69. And Finley touches in there at 122.35 at 19.9 to close it on the B relay for Finley. Top 8 relays for the men's 200-yard freestyle. Lane 1 for Grand Valley is their C relay. Lane 2 for the Northern Michigan Wildcats, the B relay. Lane 3 to Grand Valley State University B relay. Lane 4, the A relay for Grand Valley State University. Lane 5, the A relay for Northern Michigan Wildcats. Lane 6 for the Oilers, the Finley A relay. Lane 7 for the Knights, the Calvin University A relay. And in lane 8 for Grand Valley, the D relay. VA is where I reside, so shawty understand it. And I know I just turned 18 and I get it. Lane 1 for the Grand Valley C relay is Yao, Rahman, El Taranazi, and Imad. Lane 2 for Northern Michigan, the B relay of Nahali, Swiatkowski, Rosatelli, and Kamara. Lane 3, the Grand Valley B relay of Ferguson, Majajuk, Gabler, and Hester. Lane 4, the Grand Valley A relay of Usama, Skoda de Veras, Christoffel, and Abdel Karim. Lane 5, the Northern Michigan A relay of LeCount, Fulconi, Leroux, and Knowles. Lane 6, the Findlay A relay of Marugo, Blandon Torres, Kawas, and Arteaga. Lane 7, the Calvin A relay of Platt, Logan, Merkel, and Morford. Lane 8, the Grand Valley D relay of Smith, Schultz, Johnson, and Coleman, Garcia. And coming home for the finish there is Grand Valley A relay at 1:17.99. The Northern Michigan relay of 1:18.83 in lane 5. The Grand Valley B relay at 1:20.14. The Findlay A at 1:20.51. Calvin A at 1:21.21. That's going to do it for our men's 200-yard freestyle relays. We now have a 15-minute break.
You can get the biggest Chanel back in the store if you want it. I gave them the drill, they sucked it up, I got them on it. I bought a new Patek, I had the white, so I two-toned them. Taking these drugs, I'm gonna be up until the morning. That ain't your car, you just a Lisa, you don't own it. If I'm in the club, I got that 5 when I'm performing. The backhand just came in and all honest. Vibes galore, cute, they all on us. I'm from Atlanta, where young run. I know they hating on me, but I don't read comments. Whenever I tell her to come, she come. Whenever it's smoke, we ain't running. Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go. Long as
we do have a dual confirmation on a DQ for the Grand Valley A relay in lane 4 from the final heat there, unfortunately.
This ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie get made. Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go. Long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she can slay. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie get made.
Every other night another dollar get made. Every other night started with a good day. I feel like a child, I got boogers in the face. I'm dancing in the dollar, this is a parade. I don't want your chain, I'm gon' want another slave. I had to draw that line too many bitches getting saved. TSA arrest me, so I took a private plane. Get like it while I'm working on my aim. Drip too hard, charge to the car. Designer to the ground, I can barely spell the name. Drip too hard, caution on the floor. You gon' fuck around and drown, tryna ride it away.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go. Long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she can slay. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie get made. Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go. Long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she can slay. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie get made. fast as you can.
Find pictures in my email. I sent this girl a picture of my hey. I don't know what it is with females, but I'm not too good at that. See, I can have me a good girl and still be addicted to them hood rats. And I just blame everything on you. At least you know that's what I'm good at. And I always find, yeah, I always find, yeah, I always find something wrong. You've been putting up with my dish just way too long. I'm so gifted at finding what I don't like the most. So I think it's time for us to have a toast. Let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. Let's have a toast for the jerk-offs that'll never take work off. Baby, I got a plan. Run away fast as you can. Run away from me, baby. Run away. Run away from me, baby. Run away. Then I'm not to get crazy. Run away. Did the long plan. Run away as fast as you can. Run away from me, baby. Run away from me, baby. Run away. Then I'm not to get crazy. Or can't she just run away? Baby, I got a plan. Run away as fast as you can. 24/7, 365. These days on my mind. I did it. Alright, I admit it. Now pick your next move. You can leave or live with it. It could buy train with that off top off. Split and go where? Back to wearing knockoffs high. Knock it off. Neiman, shop it off. Let's talk over my ties. Waitress, top it off. Look like vultures wanna fly in your Freddy loafers. You can't blame them. They ain't never seen Versace sofas. Every bag, every blouse, every bracelet comes with a price tag. Baby, face it. You should leave if you can't accept the basics. Plenty more than a ballin' looking matrix. Invisibly set, the Rolex is faceless. I'm just young, rich, and tasteless. P. Never was much of a romantic. I could never take the intimacy. And I know it did damage. Cause the look in your eyes is killing me. I guess you knew an advantage. Cause you could blame me for everything. And I don't know how I'ma manage if one day you just up and leave. And I always find something wrong. You've been putting up with my just way too long. I'm so gifted at finding what I don't like the most. So I think it's time for us to have a toast. Let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. Let's have a toast for the jerk-offs that'll never take work off. Baby, I got a plan. Run away fast as you can.
kinda whole lot of young gonna worth millions of dollars. I asked out the charm, I lived the model, she made a few as off a follow. Yo, wanna on tour, a BP the child, living a cool Matata. Ain't no more worries, I'm up at it earlier, try to figure out the problem. But 30-30, I hit it like Curry, they hear me, I don't even holler. These songs flap, they ain't gon' stop. Switch out my cousin, my addy, my family straight, and that's all that matter. Stacking them, resting and saving, put back for whatever, whenever it happens. I put my trust in my faith, and I'm walking through straight, I don't see no one else. No, it ain't low in this route. Simmons is better than steps. Stay ready, I'm already prepped. Undefeated, I feel like the champ. My blood on hunters, we get money, shit turning my tongue to a champ. You did it, I done it, you know how I'm coming, you don't wanna show them what the world. Go pick up a bag and that's way across the country and light up that smoke in the air. So trim, I treat all of my twin when I shop it, I buy by the pair. They said it was up with me, but I'm so trim, I ain't nothing, don't even care. Came out the bottom, I kinda whole lot of young gonna worth millions of dollars. I asked out the charm, I lived the model, she made a few as off a follow. Yo, wanna on tour, a BP the child, living a cool Matata. Ain't no more worries, I'm up at it earlier, try to figure out the problem. I got rich early, I'm steaming from work and it feel like I got out of holler. Kinda cash in the castle, ain't sweet corn at the pasta. Living that cool to my Tyler, rockstar role model. Still blow smoke like shot on, send back drinking out a gold bottle. Spring collection, I got 'em, put on a whole lot of. Don't chat, won't holler, I face my problems, I pop like collars. Work XY dollars, that big as a Tyler, I won't even bother. Wanna shit be studied in under the top dog, under I could write a novel. Came out the bottom, I kinda whole lot of young gonna worth millions of dollars. I asked out the charm, I lived the model, she made a few as off a follow. Yo, wanna on tour, a BP the child, living a cool Matata. Ain't no more worries, I'm up at it earlier, try to figure out the problem.
We're gonna skate to one song only.
So I ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. But first, gotta find me. What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy. Y'all don't know that don't phase me. And that's could go 0 for 82 when I look at you like you eat gravy. Ball so hard, where? We ain't even pro be here. Ball so hard since we here. It's only right that we be fair. Psycho, I'm like.
All right, we resume our competition this evening with event number 3, the finals for the women's 500-yard freestyle. There are 3 heats. This is heat 1, your C final. Swimming in lane 1 for Calvin is Elizabeth Deluski. Swimming in lane 2 for Indiana Wesleyan, Gracelyn Hill. Lane 3 for Indiana Wesleyan, McKenna Beal. Lane 4 for Findlay, Caitlin Cox. Lane 5 for Calvin, Avery Russell. Lane 6 for Findlay, Maddie Bumps. Lane 7 for Calvin, Kaylee Turner. Lane 8 for Calvin, Katie Phippen. Halfway for Finley in lane 4 at 2:33.11. Field flipping in the middle of the pool there at 2:33, 2:39, 2:39, and 2:40. And the bell rings for Caitlin in lane 4. Caitlin in lane 4 for Finley. And Caitlin Cox on the wall there at 5:17.75 in lane 4. Russell for Calvin at 5:22.40. Beal of Wesleyan at 5:24.2. Bumps of Finley at 5:27. And everybody's on the wall here. Turner finishing in lane 7 for Calvin. That's going to do it for Heat 1 of the women's 5 free. Up next is Heat 2, your B final for the women's 5 free. Swimming in lane 1 for Findlay is Alex DiCarlo. Lane 2 for Grand Valley, Carly Damon. Lane 3 for Northern Michigan is Caitlin Erseth. Lane 4 for Findlay, Michelle Yativa. Lane 5 for Findlay is Macy Reckard. Lane 6 for Grand Valley, Ellie Wolford. Lane 7 for Grand Valley, Lily Warren. And lane 8 for Grand Valley, Unona Reese. And the bell is ringing for Wolford and Yativa of Grand Valley and Findlay at 4:36 apiece. .506 is the final time for the B finals there. That's Wolford for Grand Valley, 5:07 for Yativa, and Erseth at 5:10. Let's meet our top 8 for the women's 500-yard freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 for Northern Michigan, Annika Geyer. Lane 2 for Grand Valley, Linda Frick. Lane 3 for Grand Valley, Katie O'Connell. Lane 4 for Grand Valley, Lucy Headley. Lane 5 for Grand Valley is Victoria Proietti. Lane 6 for Northern Michigan's Carlotta Santi. Lane 7 for Calvin, Zoe Poe. And in lane 8 for Calvin, Emma Merkel. The pool record in this event is a 4:47.80. out in 152 there for Headley. The pool record once again is 447 from Leonie Van Noort in 2016 of Grand Valley. And Headley at 4:49.37, just 2 seconds off the Van Noort time. O'Connell at 4:58.42, and Poe at 4:59.19 in lane 7. Santi at 5:02.25. Proietti at 4:59.43. That'll do it for our women's 500 yards of freestyle. Up next is event number 4. This is the men's 500-yard freestyle, Heat 1, your C final. Swinging lane 1 for Lawrence is Michael Branham. Lane 2 for Indiana Wesleyan is Elijah Brown. Lane 3 for Calvin, Logan Bublik. Lane 4 for Calvin, Carson McIntyre. Lane 5 for Calvin, Ryan Seidelman. Lane 6 for Finley is Aiden Miller. Lane 7 for Wesleyan, Cameron Fries. Lane 8 for Wesleyan, Wilson Robling. Seidelman touching on the wall there at 4:55.11 with McIntyre to his side there at 4:55.68. In the middle of the pool in the golden lanes. Brown at 5:00.4 in lane 2 for Wesleyan. All right, up next is the B final for the men's 5 free. All right, in lane 1 for Calvin, it's Sticky Stanley. Lane 2 for Grand Valley, Yasin Eltranazi. Lane 3 for Grand Valley, Evan Fox. Lane 4 for Northern Michigan, Zachary Bilot. Lane 5 for Grand Valley, Preston Smith. Lane 6 for Findlay, David Shalor. Lane 7 for Calvin, Evan Haney. Lane 8 for Calvin, Bergsma. Times on the board will be unofficial for this heat. We will get this corrected in the back end, but times on the board will remain unofficial for the moment. The bells are ringing. 50 to go. El Taranasi at 4:34.83. Smith 4:35. Bilot 4:37. Let's meet the top 8 for the men's 500-yard freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 for Finley, Matteo Filippi. Lane 2 for Northern Michigan, Timothy Guerin. Lane 3 for Grand Valley, Mason Cruz. Lane 4 for Grand Valley, Anton Santa Roush. Lane 5 for Finley, Sebastian Camacho Gomez. Lane 6 for Grand Valley, Burke Laws. And lane 7 for Grand Valley, Luis Oyeda Bosch. And in lane 8 for Calvin, Ryan Albert. That's what a 139 looks on the front end of a 500. 139.99 for Camacho Gomez. Hang on, brother. Camacho Gomez holding 26 mid, 300 down. Eric Heber holds the record for Grand Valley at 4:19.63. 4:19 is the pool record. Start doing the math backwards and see if we got a shot here for Mr. Finley Camacho Gomez in lane 5. Camacho Gomez, 27-1 there at his 400-yard mark. He's going to have to bring it home pretty hot here for a 419. But he's certainly going to walk away with the title in the men's 5 free unless something catastrophic changes. He gets the bell. 3:53.80. He's got under 27 again. He's going to be right on the number of 419.420. 419.63 is the decimal. 17, 18, 19.1, a new pool record for Findlay's Sebastian Camacho Gomez. Coming home in 25.34. What do you got, Findlay? That's a great swim. Boz touching in at 427.75. Ojeda Bosch at 429.34. Getting the boys under 430 there. Cruz at 431, next to Guerin at 431. Felipe, Zenarauch, and Hallberg coming in at 432, 33, and 34. Up next is event number 5. This is the women's 200-yard individual medley. There are 3 heats. This is heat 1, your C, final. Lane 1 for Findlay is Peyton. Lane 2 for Findlay, Kleinglass. Lane 3 for Northern Michigan, Izzy Dorek. Lane 4 for Grand Valley, Reifinger. Lane 5 for Wesleyan, Blitzo. Lane 6 for Calvin Harrison. Lane 7 for Northern Michigan, Zimpel. Lane 8 for Indiana Wesleyan, Hoffman. Reifinger on the wall at 212.51 in lane 4 for Grand Valley. Up next is heat 2, your B final. Lane 1 for Northern Michigan, Moore. Lane 2 for Calvin Ganger. Lane 3 for Northern Michigan, Blackmore. Lane 4 for Finley Yankowski. Lane 5 for Grand Valley, Delay. Lane 6 for Finley Montgomery. Lane 7 for Northern Michigan, Stute. Lane 8 for Indiana Wesleyan is Rodenieser. Yankowski on the wall at 210.34. Montgomery at 210.6 for your B final. Let's meet your top 8 ladies in the 200-yard individual medley. Lane 1 for Northern Michigan, Manuela Arujo. Lane 2 for Grand Valley, Liv Geiger. Lane 3 for Northern Michigan, Evie DiCarlo. Lane 4 for Grand Valley, Sarah Alvarez Fernandez. Lane 5 for Grand Valley, Elliot McAlpine. Lane 6 for Finley, Katie Susi. Lane 7 for Grand Valley, Alice Person. And lane 8 for Grand Valley, Heidi Snyder. That's pretty cool, that new Tate McRae. Not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. Thank you. Oh. Sorry about that. Anyways, and the pool record for this event is held by Sophia Umstead of Jenison High School at 200.49. Alvarez Fernandez on the wall at 203.67 in lane 4. For Grand Valley, Susie of Findlay at 204.55 and McAlpine at 205.60. Nice job, ladies. Up next is event number 6. This is the men's 200-yard individual medley. There are 3 heats. This is heat 1, your C final. Lane 1 for Grand Valley, Levi Rosema. Lane 2 for Calvin, Caleb Gemin. Lane 3 for Calvin, Evan Nelson. Lane 4 for Calvin, Antoine Duguette. Lane 5 for Northern Michigan, Nick Metzler. Lane 6 for Calvin, Logan McKinney. Lane 7 for Northern Michigan, Andrew Teese. Lane 8 for Wesleyan, Hudson Vonk. Up next is Heat 2, your B final. Lane 1 for Grand Valley is Pablo Coleman Garcia. Lane 2 for Findlay is Leland Woosty. Lane 3 for Northern Michigan, Caleb Rice. Lane 4 for Grand Valley, Moritz Hess. Lane 5 for Findlay, Nick Berates. Lane 6 for Calvin, Cardin Wynn. Lane 7 for Calvin, Logan Yakubowski. Lane 8 for Grand Valley, Josh Greimenstein. Results for the women's 2IM are scrolling on the board. Hess on the wall at 151.5. Taking the B final, 151.8 out of Barates. Let's meet your top 8 for the men's 200 IM.
Hey. I just went by the watch with a whole
Lane
lot
1 for Grand Valley, Jan Massive. Matty Utes. Lane 2 for Northern Michigan is Ali Rosatelli. Lane 3 for Calvin, Jacob Ziegler. Lane 4 for Grand Valley, Maddie Gabler. Lane 5 for Finley, Bruce Kinger II. Lane 6 for Northern Michigan, Mateo Salardine. Lane 7 for Grand Valley, Jason Yo. Lane 8 for Northern Michigan, Gabriel Fulconi.
None of my city, so no, I'm not average. Came a long way from dope in the cabin. Know that I still.
And it goes to Ballardine of Northern Michigan at 145.63 in lane 6. Keener II at 147.35. Up next is event number 7. This is the women's 50-yard freestyle. There are 4 heats. This is heat 1, your D final. Lane 1 for Calvin Alger, lane 2 for Calvin Hopeck, lane 3 for Northern Michigan Millward, lane 4 for Northern Michigan Divine, lane 5 for Calvin Harris, lane 6 for Note Lauren Ziegler, lane 7 for Finley Patterson, lane 8 for Finley Madiak. Up next is heat 2, your C final. Lane 1 for Finley Marisek, lane 2 for Northern Michigan Rose, lane 3 for Finley Smith, lane 4 for Finley Nagel, lane 5 for Grand Valley Nixon, lane 6 for Calvin Vanderweel, lane 7 for Calvin Winkle, lane 8 for Finley Shardo. Nagel at 23.95 in lane 4, Nixon at 24.53, Vanderweel at 24.59. Up next is Heat 3, your B final. Lane 1 for Northern Michigan, Schneider. Lane 2 for Northern Michigan, Keene. Lane 3 for Calvin Boswell. Lane 4 for Northern Michigan, Berta. Lane 5 for Grand Valley, Angeletta. Lane 6 for Northern Michigan, Stockinger. Lane 7 for Grand Valley, Bassa. Lane 8 for Indiana Wesleyan, Sinsabao. And coming in to finish, we got 23.97 there for Stockinger in lane 6 for Northern Michigan. Sinsabao in lane 8 on the outside smoke at 24.12 for Indiana Wesleyan.
Don't stop, make it
Top 8 for the women's 53. Lane 1 for Grand Valley, Samara Seinart. Lane 2 for Calvin, Ella Andrews. Lane 3 for Finley, Olivia Schiebelhofer. Lane 4 for Finley is Troy Groats. Lane 5 for Grand Valley, Avery Rotier. Lane 6 for Grand Valley, Anna Villamil. Lane 7 for Calvin, Megan Benjaling. In lane 8 for Northern Michigan, Joanna Arbic.
fight till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock.
The pool record in this event is a 23-0-0. .23.01 for Grubbs in lane 4 for Finley. 23.48 for Rotier in lane 5. Villamil at 23.64. That's going to do it for our women's 50 freestyles. Up next is event number 8. This is the men's 50 freestyle. There are 4 heats. This is heat 1, your D final. Lane 1 for Northern Michigan is Messode. Lane 2 for Indiana Wesleyan is Beatty. Lane 3 for Grand Valley, Johnson. Lane 4 for Finley, Helmuth. Lane 5 for Finley, Guimares. Lane 6 for Calvin Miller. Lane 7 for Calvin Pippin. Lane 8 for Grand Valley, Cameron. And it's Helmuth at 21-24 for the D final. Up next is Heat 2, your C final. Lane 1 for Finley, Washington. Lane 2 for Finley, Cowas. Lane 3 for Finley, Sever. Lane 4 for Lawrence Phillips. Lane 5 for Grand Valley, El Trinity. Lane 6 for Calvin Bales. Lane 7 for Calvin Gabriel. Lane 8 for Calvin Dittweiler. .21.06 for Phillips in lane 4. Bales at 21.07. Gabriel at 21.1. El Trinity at 21.09. Up next is Heat 3, your B final. Lane 1 for Grand Valley, Hester. Lane 2 for Northern Michigan, Kamara. Lane 3 for Calvin Platt. Lane 4 for Northern Michigan, Leroux. Lane 5 for Northern Michigan, Nolly, lane 6 for Calvin Logan, lane 7 for Calvin Morford, lane 8 for Northern Michigan Swiatkowski. On the wall, 20.06 for Platt in lane 3. Leroux at 20.44, Kamara and Hester and Nahal all at 20 points there. Top heat for the men's 50 freestyle. Lane 1 for Grand Valley, Carson Christoffel. Lane 2 for Grand Valley, Ali Usama. Lane 3 for Grand Valley, Mahmoud Abdel Karim. Lane 4 for Finley, Camilo Andres Marugo. Lane 5 for Grand Valley, Evan Scotadeveta. Lane 6 for Northern Michigan, Will LeCount. Lane 7 for Finley, Juan Melendez Torres. And lane 8 for Finley, Santiago Arteaga.
Crushing, she looking, I'm blushing, I'm lying, I'm touching.
Pool record 1951 remains. LeCount at 1982. Abdel Karim 1985, a tie with Usama at 1985. Scotty DeVetta at 1987. Marugo at 1988. That's going to do it for our men's 50 free. We now have a 15-minute break.
For the fight of my life, hit my knees and I strap on my gloves. Boy, I've been prepping since like I was 7, and thing is I'm already covered in blood. Walking in love, this for the ones who've been stuck in the mud, searching for hope. Trust me, I know what it feel like to drown in my problems, but God came and threw me the rope. Can't wait to look in his eyes. All of my life I've been battling lies. I found the truth and took off my disguise. Come for my head, I still live for the prize. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was in the city going down, trying to blow. Everything changed when I learned to let it go. Hopping on stage, I ain't in it for the show. Only got one life, so I gotta let them know. Talk about real. I seen a man's whole bad hill. I seen a woman drooling out the mouth. I seen the demons in the casket out. I seen my brother throw his whole vape in the lakes. He smooth healed from the dark. I seen the spirit change my own heart. Can't tell it all, but this a good start. K to the second letter. Who got the keys to the Jeep and the Hiller? They ain't never been realer. I am not shook, I'm aligned in chiller. My face blue still, I ain't never been stiller. Ooh, KB ain't gotta get bigger. Ooh, Southside sitting killers, bring light to the dark spots. Wake up, I didn't make up this God, the divine concealer. On the bread of heavens like the red and black 11s, walking through the pearly gates. I been do the most, I'm in the Holy Ghost. I'm looking like the Pope swerving race. They gon' get the word today. I send a text back, never curved the fate. Jesus, curses break, slaves get freed and the words away. Ever see that dope dealer? Cold killer, gold brother crying on the floor with us. Cause your hoe hit him, had a hole in him, now you got a hole in it. Tell him the dead see here. We the new Israel, God really lives here. Watch the sin here, way more than 10. We begin here. We begin here. But the Lord is my witness that KB is closer than blood. I got that HGA tatted right next to my heart, so you know it's gonna always be love. Don't need no contracts or labels, you know we got 'em a seat at my table. Hovey little bro, so I'm willing to enable. I keep some riders at home in the stable. Whoa, 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 I done told it all, but I still got more. Remember when the folks got killed next door? Partner told me sell pills, not blow. Shorty told me my career won't blow. Swear I don't care about the status. Why would I clout chase when God is my daddy? Take all my records, my money, my Grammys, I'm still gon' direct you, then you can imagine.
Jesus the king, I'm his prophet. Send me to Nineveh, I get it poppin'. They see an interview, swear I ain't with it. I say come see what I do in my city. From coolin' with Kendrick to walking through Romans with people in prison. Let me stop talking cause man, I've been did it. Can't let my left hand on my right position. Y'all just gon' have to see when I transition. I can't tell it all, man. Let's go.
They wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah. I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. Tell the story was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hold back sometimes I won't. Yeah. I feel good sometimes I don't. Yeah. I finesse down Western Road. Yeah. Yes. Might go down to G.O.D. Yeah. Wait. I go hard on Southside G. Yeah. Wait. I make sure that Northside E. And still. Bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah. Hey, hey. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me. 81, they'll bring the crashers to the party. And you know me, turn the 02 into the 03, dawg. Without 40 Ollie, there be no me. Imagine if I never met the broskies. God's plan, God's plan. I can't do this on my own, hey, no, hey. Someone watching it close, yup, close. I've been me since Scarlet Road, hey, road, hey. Might go down as G.O.D., yeah, wait. I go hard on Southside G, hey, wait. I make sure that Northside E, yeah. And still bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing, they wishing on me. Yeah, yeah. Bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah.
Moving in a backwards motion, tripping down the streets we run. Fire at me left me frozen, I'm numb to the cold. Crashing into your conclusion, spun me like a spider's web. Snapping out of my delusion, back into my head. You watch me crash, you watch me burn. You help me pick my pieces up. I let you down and in return you let me know you've had enough. Oh, oh, ooh, holding on, but holding me down. Ooh, holding on, who's holding you now? Maybe you hate me, oh, maybe I'm crazy, oh, maybe you save me by letting me go. Maybe you save me by letting me go.
out trees when fireflowers grow. I wanna call you up to say I wanna hear you found your way. I'm hoping when the seasons change, we're both in better days. I watched you crash, I watched you burn, I helped you pick the pieces up. I couldn't give you what you deserve. Sometimes my best ain't good enough.
Know you've had enough.
Holding on, holding me down. Holding on, holding you now. Maybe you hate me, oh, maybe you're crazy, oh, maybe you save me by letting me go. Maybe you save me by letting me go.
Let you down and in return you let me know you've had enough.
Holding on, holding me down. Holding on, holding you now. Maybe you hate me, oh, maybe you're crazy, oh, maybe you save me by letting me go. Maybe you hate me, oh, maybe you're crazy, oh, maybe you save me by letting me go.
In the beginning, I never thought it would be you. When we were chilling, smiling in the photo booth, but we got closer. So you were eating off my spoon. You're coming over, and we would talk all afternoon. Tonight we'll just get drunk, disturb the peace, burn your hands all over me, and then you bite your lip, whisper and say we're going all the way. Tonight, take me to the other side. Sparks fly like the 4th of July. Just take me to the other side. I see that sexy look in your eyes, and I know we ain't friends anymore. If we walk down this road, we'll be lovers for sure. So tonight, kiss me like it's do or die, and take me to the other side. Ay, this could be perfect, but we won't know unless we try. I know you're nervous, so just sit back and let me drive. Tonight we'll just get drunk, disturb the peace, burn your hands all over me, and then you bite your lip, whisper and say we're going all the way. Tonight, take me to the other side. Sparks fly like the
gonna have myself
Please clear the pool.
a real good time. I feel alive.
Please clear the competition pool.
And the world turning inside.
Please clear the competition pool.
I'm floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me. 'Cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm running through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now.
All right, we're going to pick things back up again at event number 9, the women's 400-yard medley relay. There are 4 heats. This is heat 1. Swimming in lane 3 on the Lawrence A relay is Ziegler, Jayasinj, Smart, and Ramont. Lane 5, the Calvin F relay of Sadowski, Maring, Daluski, and Irway. Calvin F. Relay on the wall at 4:19.13 in lane 5. Lane 1 for Finley, the F relay of Wagner, Holtzworth, Gover, and Madiak. Lane 2, the Calvin D relay of Fippen, Hopek, Reiser, and Winkle. Lane 3, the Finley D relay of Richard, Cox, DeCarlo, and Marisek. Lane 4, the Calvin C relay of Shutter, Harrison, Poe, and Harris. Lane 5, the Northern Michigan E relay of Meli Nova, Bonini, Izzy Dorick, and Arbic. Lane 6, the Finley E relay of Klug, Johnson, Payton, and Patterson. Lane 7, the Calvin E relay of Beagle, Triebfellner, Caspit, and Algira. Lane 8, the Wesleyan C relay of Miller, Brown, Bial, and Weaver. And the Wildcats touching on the wall at 3:54.57 in lane 5 for Northern Michigan. That's going to do it for Heat 2 of the women's 4 medley relay. Up next is Heat 3. Lane 1 for Indiana Wesleyan is the B relay of Green, Sparling, Hill, and McKay. Lane 2 for Calvin, the B relay of McNearney, Ganger, Radowski, and Andrews. Lane 3, the Wesleyan A relay of Hoffman, Bledsoe, Rodenizer, and Howitt. Lane 4, the Grand Valley E relay of Damon, Reifinger, Warren, and DeLay. Lane 5, the Northern Michigan C relay of Stute, Zimpel, Geyer, and Kilgard. Lane 6, the Northern Michigan D relay of Plavac, Blackmore, Devine, and Gurda. Lane 7, the Findlay B relay of Reckard, Yankowski, Shardo, and Nagel. Lane 8 for Findlay, the C relay of Montgomery, Kleinglass, Smith, and Yativa. Northern Michigan on the wall at 3:54.58 in lane 5 for the B final. Top heat for the women's 400-yard medley relay. Lane 1 for Grand Valley, the D relay of Wolford, McAlpine, Friesen, Nixon. Lane 2 for Grand Valley, the C relay of Zeinert, Alvarez, Fernandez, Evans, and Frick. Lane 3, the Grand Valley A relay of Friday, Geiger, Rotier, and Headley. Lane 4, the Finley A relay of Mears, Bentley, Susie, Stribbelhofer, and Grubbs. Lane 5, the Northern Michigan A relay of Casas, DeCarlo, Moore, and Stockinger. Lane 6, Grand Valley B relay of Person, Philomil Nation, and Angeletta. Lane 7, North Michigan B relay of Pierce, Arujo, Schneider, and Keene. And lane 8, Calvin A relay, Merkel, Bajwa, Vanderweel, Benjamin. The pool record in this event is held by Finley at 3:41.70. And a winning time of 3:43.48 there in lane 4, the Findlay A relay. That relay consisting of Mears Bentley, Susie Striebelhofer, and Grubbs. Well done, ladies. Grand Valley A on the wall at 3:43.88. Grand Valley B at 3:47.96. Up next is event number 10. This is the men's 4 medley relay. There are 4 heats. This is heat 1. Lane 3 for Lawrence is that A relay of Ambrose, Cleveland, Stacy, and Phillips. Lane 4 is the Calvin J, as in Juice relay of Benjalink, Huizinga, Bublik, and Fontana de Moraes. Lane 5, the Indiana Wesleyan C relay of Sandoval, Salinas, Brown, Hatfield, and Moore. .349.80 is the final time there in lane 4 for Calvin. Wesleyan at 355.12. Swimming in lane 1, the Wesleyan B relay of Hively, Ankney, Kreider, and Carnival. Lane 2, the Finley E relay of Clune, Kilpatrick, Burston, and Miller. Lane 3, the Wesleyan A relay of Lynch, Vonk, Barnes, and Beatty. Lane 4, the Calvin F relay of Boonder, Haney, Skatanis, and Fippen. Lane 5, the Calvin G relay of McIntyre, Stimpert, Duguet, and Zdravkov. Lane 6, the Calvin H relay of Rose, Full, Bronsick, and Vinsolin. Lane 7, the Calvin I relay of Crudelli, Nelson, Reeder, and Bergsma. Up next is Heat 3, your B final. Swimming on that Finley D relay in lane 1 is Loivenko, Armstrong, Lazara, and Sant. Lane 2, the Northern Michigan C relay of Rice, Metzler, Lowry, and Minnesota. Lane 3, the Calvin B relay of Hallberg, Wynn, Talby, and Bales. Lane 4, the Finley B relay of Helmuth, Washington, Kawas, and Arteaga. Lane 5, the Finley C relay of Barates, Torrejos, Slor, and Sever. Lane 6, the Calvin C relay of Ziegler, Cromp, Witchard, and Logan. Lane 7, the Calvin D relay of McKinney, Ketro, Miller, and Morford. And lane 8, Calvin E relay, Patel, Yakubowski, Scheck, Regent, Weiler. We have a disqualification in that heat for lane 1, 15-meter violation. Up next, we have our A final for the men's 400-yard medley relay. Swimming in lane 1 is the Grand Valley D relay. Lane 2, the Grand Valley D relay. Lane 3, North Michigan A relay. Lane 4, Grand Valley A relay. Lane 5, Finley A relay. Lane 6, Calvin A relay. Lane 7, the Grand Valley C relay. Lane 8, North Michigan B relay.
We'll drive our ships to new land.
Swimming on that Grand Valley D relay is Hess, Rosema, Eltranazi, and Oyeda Bosch. Swimming on the Grand Valley B relay of Rahman, Yo, Osama, and Christoffel. Lane 3, the Northern Michigan A relay is Rochelu, Tees, LeCount, and Kamara. Lane 4, the Grand Valley A relay, Abdel Karim, Matajuk, Ferguson, and Skoda DeBetta. On the Finley A relay in lane 5, Keener II, Wimares, Marugo, and Blandon Torres. Lane 6, the Calvin A relay of Merkel, Gemmen, Gabriel, and Platt. Lane 7, the Calvin C relay of Zena Rauch, Coleman Garcia, Gabler, Hester. Lane 8, the North Michigan B relay of Bellarden, Fulconi, Leroy, and Nahali. Grand Valley touching the wall there at 3:11.50 to take the top time in the men's 4 medley. We do have one time trial if you're looking for more. We're going to start this time trial as soon as the athletes seem ready. We got Holtzworth and Govert for Finley with a 2 IM time trial.
Seniors are on cleanup.